How much car insurance do you need? Maintaining the appropriate level of car insurance is vital to protect your personal finance and to provide coverage of your vehicle, your passengers and other on the road. Most states requires at least minimum amount of liability coverage to drive legally. Carrying minimum liability doesn't mean you would have enough coverage to avoid major out of pocket expenses if an accident occurs. Factors like the actual case value of your vehicle, whether you have health insurance, if you frequently have passengers in your car, your budget, and many other car dictate what level of coverage is best for you. Bank rates insurance editorial teams, which includes licensed insurance agents, knows that balancing affordability and coverage is key. Compare auto insurance rates. How much car insurance does my state require? Almost every state has minimum car insurance coverage requirements its residents must carry to drive legally, and car insurance laws vary state by state. It's essential to understand your state's minimum limits to ensure that you comply with the law. Additionally, this information can serve as a baseline when requesting auto insurance quotes. An easy way to understand your policy is to know which coverage types are required and which are optional. For example, drivers are almost always required to carry bodily injury and property damage liability by their state. For instance, your states may require you to carry a minimum liability amount of $25,000 per person, $50,000 per accident in bodily injury liability coverage, and $10,000 for property damage liability coverage. Your policy documentation will usually list these as 25, 50, 10 to make reading your policy easier. In other words, a 25, 50, 10 state required minimum limits means that you must carry 25,000 bodily injury coverage per person. This coverage pays for injuries to other parties if you cause an at fault accident. This can be the other driver, passengers in the other vehicles, cyclists, and pedestrians who were injured as a result of a crash that you caused. $50,000 bodily injury coverage per accident. This number represents the total amount of money that your insurance company will pay for bodily injuries to the other party or parties in a single accident. $10,000 property damage coverage. This coverage pays for property that you damage in an at fault accident. This is usually the other party's vehicle, but this coverage will also pay for damage to buildings, mailboxes, light poles, fences, street sides, or other objects that you damage.